Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hi, hello, if you are new here, my name is Ash, and I am just your random basic stranger on the internet who happens to love manga, anime, shopping, music, video games. Oh, and did I mention shopping? To an unhealthy extent. So we are back today, guys, for another manga unboxing. So this manga unboxing is actually going to be from Right Stuf Anime. I'm not going to show you the front because obviously it has my address on it. It's just going to be essentially everything that I picked up during the Right Stuf Anime Black Friday and holiday sale. Normally I go fucking ballistic during these sales, but this year I did not. I don't think I spent more than... I did not spend that much on these sales, honestly. I didn't think I spent over $100 on the Right Stuf Black Friday and holiday sale, which is really, really rare for me. I don't want to stick that there because I'm afraid it's kind of heavy. But that's just really rare for me because, well, let's face it, you get a lot of bundles, you get a lot of great deals during that sale, and I don't want to say I wasn't feeling the anime and manga sale this year, but I think I had realistically already picked up everything I was really interested in this year. And if I wasn't interested in it, it was series that I was maybe planning on picking up, but I already kind of decided to quit the series, and that's a video for another day. Or there was just a lot of items that I wanted, but they were pre-orders, and well, guys, I still have pre-orders from orders I placed all the way back in February, still waiting to be shipped out from Right Stuf. So I love Right Stuf. They are probably my favorite anime and manga supplier to buy from here in the US. But since 2020, they have had a lot of delays and just orders aren't shipping out quickly. So everything I did end up picking up during the Right Stuf holiday sale, I only went after items that were in stock and not out of stock because I was going to do two orders. I was going to do an in-stock order and then I was going to place an out-of-stock order. But honestly, I decided that if I still wanted these manga later on, then they would either go on sale again or I would just buy them for the price that Right Stuf had them, or I would go through different means to acquire them for my collection if I still really wanted them after the Right Stuf sale. Just because, I'll hit on this deeper in another video. I've been saying this so much, but I am actually moving cross-country most likely again in 2022. So I moved out to the Midwest in 2018. And just the rate that my job has taken me and where my job has taken me, I'm actually relocating back down to the South most likely sometime in 2022 just because of my job. So for that fact, I have not halted my shopping, but I'm trying to be more particular about what I'm bringing in because I will eventually have to pack all of this shit up and either put it on a U-Haul to be delivered or put it in my car and drive it back myself down south whenever I move again. And, yeah, we'll hit on that in another video. I definitely kind of want to do a moving vlog. But, you know, that's way off in the future. That's like September of 2022. We're not even in 2022 when I'm filming this, so let's just dive in. So that was kind of my whole thought process with the Right Stuf sale this year was I was going to do two orders. I was going to do one in stock, one out of stock, but I only decided to do an in stock order because realistically, if I still wanted it, if I still decide I want it later on, I could just buy it later. I could wait till it's in stock, or I could just throw it on my quarterly pre-order haul that I do from Right Stuf. I usually do 4 main orders from Right Stuf a year. I kind of break it down in sections, so 3 or 4. It's usually I will place a pre-order haul for every 4 months. So I'll do one from anything that's being released in January to April, anything from May to August, anything from August to pretty much the end of the year, honestly. And then, like, if I decide I want to pick up anything in between that, I usually go through Outside Means that it's not right stuff, just because if it's out of stock on right stuff, just because of the way the world has been since 2022. Why the fuck have I been ranting for 5 minutes? Anyways, I'll quickly wrap this bitch up. But just the wait times on right stuff are kind of ridiculous right now. A lot of items are out of stock and they just are not coming in timely. I'm kind of impatient, so I will go through Outside Means to try to find the volumes if I want them right then and there. And the odds are, if it's not a series that I just regularly collect, so I'm sure if you've been on my channel, you probably know my big series by now. If it's not one of those, or if it's not a series I'm already reading, or just a manga that I saw while browsing right stuff, so it's not out yet. If I get in my mindset that I want to buy a manga and I want to read it, I typically want it relatively soon, and I want to read it relatively soon. So that's why I go through Outside Means. But these were all in stock. I did buy enough to get free shipping, because let's face it, I don't like to pay for shipping. I love the way that Right Stuff sends manga. It's always so secure, but let's just dive into this. So we'll just pick up the first bundle here. I'll put this on the floor this time. So there was one set of manga that kickstarted this entire haul. But I am so glad, because I really wanted this one set of manga, and I'll tell you what it is whenever I get there. But the first thing I picked up is Shino Can't Say Her Name by Shuzo Oshimi. This is a standalone manga by Shuzo Oshimi. If you have seen any of my previous hauls, I love some of the works by Shuzo Oshimi. I think he is a great psychological, like, horror mangaka, and Blood on the Tracks has been one of my shining stars of this year when it comes to, like, manga reading. I love that manga, and because I fell in love with that manga, I tried to read other series by him. Needless to say, it's not really going all that great. Because, like, yeah, I'll go through it in another video. But this is a standalone work by Shuzo Oshimi. I love standalone manga, and I really enjoy Shuzo's artwork. I think it's beautiful. So I said, fuck it. Standalone. It was on sale. It's Shuzo Oshimi. I do try to read this mangaka. I wanted to collect from him, but like I said, topic for another video. But this is on sale for $8. It is rated teen. So I'll go ahead and read the back of it. What if you never had the ability to express yourself? High school can be a stressful time for so many young people. For Shino Oshima, things go wrong on her first day as she fails to even say her name during her class introduction. Ostracized and afraid, she struggles to find her place in this new world. But thankfully, she finds her voice through music and some unexpected new friends. So, sounds like a beautiful coming-of-age story. I love me a good coming-of-age story. And, like I said, Shuzo has some, like, beautifully drawn art. Very realistic. I'm looking forward to reading this standalone. The next standalone I picked up is something I think I've heard. Like, I remember this book title, and I finally just decided to pick it up because it was on sale. And it's by, I think it's by, like, this is, like, their debut. Anyways, it's called An Invitation from a Crab. And it's by Panpanya. I picked this up. It was on sale for $8. And on the back of it says, if you're ever fortunate enough to see a crab strolling through your neighborhood, please follow its lead. By slowing down to a crab's pace and looking around and about in this world, you too may discover life's many mysteries that are hidden in plain sight. It just sounds weird. It sounds like, I don't know, a slice of life maybe. You know, I like manga, especially that has to deal with slowing down and seeing the world through a new perspective. And An Invitation from a Crab sounds like that. It had high ratings on Right Stuff. Not that I really listen to reviews, to be honest. Sometimes reviews do sway me from buying a series, but most of the times, if I'm interested, I'll buy it. And this premise was just weird enough. Like, there was not a lot in the synopsis to go off of. The title of the manga is weird. It sounded fantastic. It sounded like something that is right up my alley. So I'm looking forward to this. I believe this is Panpanya's breakout work. So I don't know what the artwork is a little rough, but that's okay, because, you know, sometimes these rougher manga, like, artworks, they're endearing, but they also have great storylines. So I'm excited to read this probably sometime in 2022 and see if it was worth the wait. Because I have kind of seen this on Right Stuff, and I'm always like, what is that? What is that? So finally it was on sale, and I was buying a lot of manga to get to the free shipping. Because let's face it, I don't like to shop from Right Stuff Anime if I can't get free shipping, unless it's like figures or something. The next item I have here is Maiden Railways by Asumiko Nakamura. Once again, this is on sale. I've never heard of it until this sale. But I'll read the back. All aboard. This book is your ticket to 7 romances, from confessions in Iruda to proposals in Enoshima and all points in between. So this might not be up my alleyway. This seems like it's going, I mean, it literally just says 7 romances. I knew it was romances whenever I bought it, but their anthology is a standalone. I thought I'd give it a try. But this might be hetero romances, and, well, your girl just doesn't like hetero romances. But I'm willing to give it a try. It was on sale for $8. So, you know what? I set the bucket. It's worth a try. The artwork is pretty enough. I like these, like, very beautiful, like, these just remind me of the typical shoujo artwork. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm looking forward to reading this. Hopefully I'll like it. If I don't, then that's that. But depending on when this haul goes up, so I don't know if this Right Stuff haul is going to be up before my Alibris haul. But either way, the next item I picked up here, I'm going to automatically turn around and sell it. And that is Tono Monogatari by Shigeru Mizuke. If you watched my Alibris haul, which kind of has some Christmas presents for my brother, my lovely older brother actually picked this up for me for Christmas. I didn't realize he was going to get it for me. Whenever I was requesting Christmas presents, he asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I don't like my family to spend too much money on me. I kind of feel guilty if, like, people spend a lot of money on me. I would much rather spend a lot of money on myself and then spend a lot of money on them, but not have them spend a lot of money on me. So I just told him I wanted a manga volume, like a standalone manga. And I specifically wanted a classical manga from a staple in the mangaka, like, history. Like, I wanted a staple mangaka because I don't have enough staples in my manga collection. And I'm trying to fill out my manga collection by having different genres, different stories I love, but I also want some staples. And Shigeru Mizuke is a staple mangaka, so kudos to my brother. And I specifically requested older manga. So I wanted manga from, like, the 70s and the 80s because I know the artwork was quite different from that time period, but I know that a lot of mangaka today took a lot of inspiration from manga from the 70s and 80s from these staple mangaka. So I just really, really wanted some staples in my collection. And I was actually looking at getting the Monogatari novels, which, spoilers, I did pick them up. I actually got them from Humble Bumble in a digital bundle, so yes. But I typed in Monogatari and I saw this and I was like, okay. It's supernatural. It deals with folklore and supernatural tales. And once again, my brother knows me very well because I love folklore and I love supernatural tales, and this hits that. So I picked it up for myself because I really want some staples in my collection. But unknown to me, my lovely older brother also picked it up for me. So I'm gonna keep his copy that he sent me because, I mean, it has more meaning to me that way. So I'm gonna actually put this one up for sale. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I might fall in love with this. I might want to annotate it. Or I kind of feel guilty. I don't know. I might actually see if my library will take this, because I do like to donate staple manga to my library because I want people to experience manga. Manga is amazing, and I want more people to get into that. And I think by supporting your local libraries with their manga collections, that's a great way to expand other people's manga collections. So I'm torn if I want to sell this or donate this, but either way, this specific copy is not gonna stay in my collection, I don't think, just because my brother also got me the same manga and his copy has so much more meaning to me than the one that I picked up for myself. So looking forward to reading this. It is what it is. I really am looking forward to reading this, and I'm so thankful for my brother for picking it up for me as well. So we're on to our next little stack. So the next item I picked up is called Our Not So Lonely Planet Travel Guide. And this is from Tokyo Pop, and this is a yaoi romance. I don't know how long this series is going to be. To be honest, I can't remember if I got this one on sale or not. But there is a volume 2. I saw it recently on the pre-orders on Right Stuff, so I will probably pre-order it. But just the synopsis of this manga just sounded so cute. So cute. Kind of right up my alleyway. I love realistic romances, but I also love these kind of fluffier ones for the escapism. And this one just sounded so fucking fluffy. So cute. It was such a cute premise. And low-key, if I ever find a partner and fall in love, I kind of would want something similar to this, I think. That's embarrassing, but it's gonna deepen this video. So I'll go ahead and read the back of it. Our Not So Lonely Planet Travel Guide. After quitting his job, Asahi tells his boyfriend Mizuke that he'll marry him if they go on a trip around the world together first. Though Asahi's cautious nature often clashes with Mizuke's carefree ways, the two grow steadily closer as they sightsee and eat their way through the first 3 countries on their world tour: Thailand, India, and Georgia. The people they meet and the places they see will forever change their lives. So, that just sounds amazing. It sounds so romantic. Honestly, a little, to kind of this is definitely some self-fulfillment here, because if I ever get a partner, before we get married, I would love to take some time, and it's not financially reasonable to travel the world. I don't think I would actually ever be able to find a partner who has the financial means to travel the world. But if we could do some sightseeing together before we get married, that would be a fucking dream. Because traveling is the perfect way to grow and learn about yourself. And you never know who you're going to run into whenever you travel. And just this manga series seems like it's giving me all the vibes. It's giving me my romance vibes, my LGBTQ+. It's got some marriage representation, which I'm at that age where I do like to see my characters get married after I read. And it has traveling, and it sounds like these 2 characters are going to grow and get closer as the series progresses. So I picked up volume 1. If I love volume 1, I will probably throw volume 2 onto my next pre-order haul from Ami Ami. I'm just looking forward to reading this. This sounds fantastic. It sounds so good. Okay, and then, so inside that little bundle, there was only 2 manga. And the next manga is actually the whole reason why I placed this manga haul. And they had the Golden Sheep series. There's 3 volumes in this series. It's called The Golden Sheep by Kaori Ozaki. That's a mangaka. And I have read one of their standalone manga. Loved it. It was a beautiful manga. It was a beautiful young coming of age romance. So they had The Golden Sheep on sale by the same mangaka. All 3 volumes. It was on sale in a bundle. I've been dying to get my hands on this series. Just because I've eyed it on Right Stuff, I've gone into physical manga, well, not manga stores, but physical bookstores and seen it and just like eyed it. And I'm just like, I want to read this. It sounds like a beautiful coming of age story. It sounds like it's going to deal like with loss, which I do actually enjoy reading things like that in manga. So I'll just read the back of it. I'm excited to have this in my collection. I am so excited to dive into this series. I think Kaori Ozaki has beautiful artwork. Their manga covers are like exquisite. I can't remember the name of the manga off the top of my head, but I love the way the manga cover feels. It's really specific and weird, but yeah. Okay, let me read the back of this. Winter of junior year. Not quite able to become adults, we couldn't stay as we were as children either. This story explores a group of teenagers and their impatience and rebirth. They say if you write down your wish, bury it under a sheep tower, and then dig it up. After 7 years and 7 months, your wish will come true. Sugu Mikura, a high schooler who loves to play guitar, had to move away from the rural town where she spent her childhood due to family circumstances. After several years, she is back in her hometown. She reunites with her childhood friends, Sora, Yushin, and Asari, the friends she had buried a time capsule with back in elementary school. Sugu is overjoyed to be with her friends once more, but the bonds that she thought would never change have in fact started to grow major cracks. So, once again, it is set in that, okay, I'm definitely an adult, but it's set in that time in your life where you're not seen as a child, but you're not seen as an adult, but you're not really seen as a teenager either. It's like that awkward time in your life where people are starting to grow apart from each other, relationships are changing, the people you thought would be in your life forever, that just might not be the case. And it seems like it's set in that like very specific time point in someone's life, and I am looking forward to reading about that. I love stories like this. So finally, our last little bundle, and we also got a little promotional thing. Oh, it's coming out in theaters. I might go see this in theaters. I didn't even go see My Hero Academia's third movie in theaters, but I might go see this one. Maybe. I might be in Georgia during this time for work. We'll see. Anyways, so this is called Belle. It's in theaters January 14th. I don't know if this video will be up. This video will probably be up after January 14th, even though I'm filming this around Christmas time in 2021. Anyways, last bundle. So, I said I wasn't sure if I got this book on sale, this manga on sale, but now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I did, because I think they had Tokyo Pop on sale. It wasn't the $8 as the other 2 that I mentioned earlier, but it was on sale. Tono Monogatari was not on sale. But to round out the Golden Sheep, I have volumes 2 and then volumes 3. And this is the entire series of the Golden Sheep. So I'm excited to see how this is going to wrap up and conclude. I am excited to finally have it in my collection and to finally be able to read it, because honestly, I saw this series on sale during last year's holiday sale that Bright Stuff always does, but I didn't pick it up for the sheer fact that I had spent way too much money. last year during those sales. I brought a lot because I was experimenting with my manga taste. I'm still experimenting with my manga taste, but I had brought so much that I was just like, I can't add another bundle. So I waited till this year, and I was afraid that it wasn't gonna go on sale because I looked every week and it went on sale like the final week. So got it, I picked it up. Here's some art. So I'm not saying I'm going into this with high expectations, but I do have some expectations and I hope that it succeeds, lives up to it. But I brought volumes 1, 2, and 3, and I got this in a bundle for less than $30. So I'm excited to read this. And then finally, I picked up another yaoi romance from Tokyo Pop. Tokyo Pop does a shit ton of LGBTQ plus romances. And this is how I knew the other yaoi romance I held up was on sale, because this one was on sale. I remember that this one was on sale because I probably would not have picked it up if it wasn't. But yeah, I kind of wish I picked up another Tokyo Pop manga instead of Tono Monogatari, but I did not know that my brother was going to send me the same manga that I instantly brought for myself. That's okay. Anyway, so the last manga I have here is called There Are Things I Can't Tell You. And this is by Eriko Mofu. It's a little chunky boy, but this is a standalone. It's definitely one of my favorite criterias that's ever in a romance, is to be a standalone manga. And I'll go ahead and read the back. This is rated mature, so I might be careful when I flip through this, if I flip through this. But Kasumi and Kyosuke are polar opposites when it comes to personality. Kasumi is reserved, soft-spoken, and shy. Kyosuke is energetic and has always been popular among their peers. As the saying goes, though, opposites have a tendency to attract, and these two have been fast friends since elementary school. To Kasumi, Kyosuke has always been a hero to look up to, someone who supports him and saves him from the bullies. But now school is over, their relationship suddenly becomes a lot less simple to describe. Facing the world and one another as adults, both men find there are things they struggle to say out loud, even to each other. Okay, that sounds great. I mean, I kind of knew it sounded great whenever I picked it up, because, like, let's face it, I used to say, oh, I dig into my manga before I buy them, but I kind of am to the point where I'm just like, I read it, I look at it for a couple minutes, and I'm like, add a cart, I need free shipping. And I really do that with, like, a lot of yuri and yaoi or items, because, I mean, let's face it, yuri and yaoi are pretty much, like, the main things I really buy right now, because I don't like to dive into long series without knowing I am thoroughly interested in long series. So I already have to be obsessed before I buy them. And then other series, I like to buy horror and things like that. So, I mean, I do have some automatic buys. I just don't have them in this collection. But anyways, going back to There Are Things I Can't Tell You. This sounds great. Once again, to kind of tie this in, I like LGBTQ plus just because when I was younger, I didn't have a lot of representation. I struggled with my own sexuality for a very long time. I still struggle to this very day with it, and that is a video. That's another topic for another video one day. One day I'm going to sit down and film that, because I don't have that many people on that watch my video, so I actually feel comfortable enough to put it on the internet, because I don't think a lot of people will see it. Anyways, I feel like this is going to be a great premise, because A, we're dealing with actual adults. I love stories that deal with actual adults and not teenagers, because adults is more realistic to me, probably because I am an adult myself. I'm not a good adult, but I'm an adult. And then, I am somebody who keeps a lot inside. I don't open up to people easily. It is easier for me to tell a camera my feelings than it would be for me to actually tell somebody in person. So I definitely understand trying to say things out loud and trying to admit things to yourself. So I do realize I might be able to see myself in this manga somewhere, which is really nice to be able to see your own struggles in a manga format. Once again, that's another thing I love, which is why I have that's why my manga tastes have changed, because I used to read manga only for escapism, but now I read manga if I kind of see myself in it as well. I like to see my struggles that I'm going through in manga too. Anyways, so yeah, it seems like that this is going to deal a lot with being able to open up to yourself. The boys are probably struggling with their sexuality just because this is a yaoi. They're adults. I mean, as an adult, it's harder to vocalize things. And it seems like they probably keep secrets, which who doesn't? So this seems like it's actually going to be pretty great. I want to keep my expectations low because I don't go into romances with high expectations. But I'm very much looking forward to picking up this manga and diving into it and seeing how it pans out. But alrighty, you guys, the box is empty, and that is everything I picked up from the Bright Stuff holiday sale. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. If you enjoyed this video, you could leave a like, you could comment, you could subscribe, or you could do none of the above because it's your life. And baby doll, you do you, because nobody's gonna tell you what the fuck to do. Anyways, I need to learn how to close out a video. That's what I need to do. Anyways, thank you so much. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Stay golden, and I'll see you in another video. Cut to the black screen. Bye.